Story of Thumbelina. Once upon a long time ago, in a land nestled between rolling hills, lived a lonely elderly woman. Now this woman did not have a family. All that she had was a house and a garden where she tended to her flowers. She often prayed that only if she had a child of her own, so she would not be alone. One day, she discovered a mysterious seed in her garden that seemed to radiate a glow. Surprised, she planted it carefully in a pot so that it could grow. As days turned into weeks, a tiny, delicate flower blossomed from the magical seed. To the old woman's astonishment, as she looked inside the flower, she saw a miniature girl, no taller than her thumb, and she was sleeping comfortably in the center of the flower. The woman named this beautiful thumb-sized small girl as Thumbelina. The woman was overjoyed, and she adopted Thumbelina and placed a small bed at her bedroom window so she could enjoy her time with nature. Thumbelina's world was a breathtaking realm of oversized flowers, towering blades of grass, and friendly insects. She spent her days exploring this magical miniature world, making friends with butterflies and talking to ladybugs. One day, a boastful toad named Grumble heard Thumbelina singing and was impressed by her beauty and voice. He approached Thumbelina and grabbed her from her bed and took her to a nearby pond. He placed her on a lily flower, asked her to wait till he brought his son so she would marry him. Poor Thumbelina was terrified and began to cry. She wanted to go back to her home and mother. As she was crying, fishes in the pond heard and decided to rescue her from the ugly toad. These kind-hearted fishes swam around her lily plant, and they began to bite at the stem of the lily plant. Soon, the lily plant was cut free from its stem. Thumbelina, sitting on the lily flower, sailed swiftly across the stream. When the lily pad came to an end of the bank of the stream, Thumbelina stepped off onto the soft grass on the land. She was lost and sad, but was also happy to be far away from the toad and his son. She asked a butterfly nearby if he had seen her mother's garden and her cottage, but the butterfly was shy and just flew away. Thumbelina walked aimlessly for some time, and then suddenly she saw a tiny door carved into the side of a strong tree trunk. She knocked on the door out of curiosity. As the door creaked open, out came a kind, white mouse, who looked surprised as she was. Thumbelina introduced herself to the white mouse, whose name was Whiskers, who invited her into his house. Delighted by the mouse's hospitality, Thumbelina accepted the invitation. As they shared a meal of acorn soup and nut bread, Thumbelina recounted her adventures and the tale of her journey. Whiskers listened with wide-eyed wonder. Over time, Thumbelina and Whiskers became close friends, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Thumbelina found a new home within the cozy tree trunk, and Whisker found a lifelong companion in the tiny girl. But as time passed, Thumbelina grew sad, missing her mother and home. One day, by chance, she met a graceful, majestic swallow who had beautiful wings. "Greetings, Thumbelina," the swallow spoke in a melodious voice. "I am Seraphina. The flowers have whispered tales of your journey, and I have come to offer you wings to carry you to the heart of Fairyland." Although she was sad to say goodbye to Whiskers, Thumbelina was excited to see Fairyland and go to her mother back home. She sat on the back of the swallow, and he took her to the enchanting land of fairies. After a day's journey, they saw from a distance a radiant land bathed in a soft, golden glow beckoned. This was Fairyland, a place of wonder and enchantment where flowers sang and rivers whispered the secrets of ancient tales. As they landed towards the entrance, Thumbelina felt a mixture of excitement and gratitude. While discovering the wonderful land, Thumbelina encounters the Prince of the Flower Fairies, who falls in love with her delicate charm. He asks her about her family, and Thumbelina narrates the story how she had escaped from dangers and met good friends along the way. Thumbelina was very happy, for she wanted to be with another person her own size. She found the Prince of the Fairies very loving. As he asked her to marry him, Thumbelina happily agreed, but told him that she wanted them to live with her mother. The prince agreed and arranged for his special flying horse to go to Thumbelina's home. The woman was so surprised to find not only her precious little daughter back home, but also a new little son-in-law. Finally, together, they all lived happily ever after.